and welcome to the newspaper review here on TAP TV for today, the 17th day of November 2022. My name is Cyril Aloysius, and of course, I'm super excited to bring you headlines in various newspapers across the nation. Jennifer, one more, is here to do justice with me to the headlines in papers today. Jennifer, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank
You're
you.
welcome to join me.
Thank you
And
very much.
together we'll be looking at the Vanguard, where we have some interesting headlines. On page 5 of the Vanguard, we have Bill for Restructuring, Resource Control Ready. Bill for Restructuring, Resource Control Ready, according to article on page 5. Bill for Restructuring, Resource Control Ready, according to article, that's on page 5. On page 11 of the Vanguard, we have 2023 Igbo elders tackle Soludo over comments on Peter Obi. 2023 Igbo elders tackle Soludo over comments on Peter Obi. That's on page 11. On page 7, we have ASU members received their rightful salary in October.
Wow.
That's according to federal government. On page
Wonderful.
7, ASU members received their rightful salary in October. That's according to federal government on page 7. On page 9, we have Wike apologizes to Oshomole over attacks and comments. Wike apologizes to Oshomole over attacks and comments. That's on page 9. On page 7 again, we have Nigeria's unity non-negotiable if, according to Ohaneze, Sultan, Zulum, and others. That's on page 7. On page 7 again, we have Senate in rowdy session over Naira redesign. Senate in rowdy session over Naira redesign. That's on page 7 as well. On page 6 again, we have Guardian tortures 11-year-old maid to death in Jos. Guardian tortures 11-year-old maid to death in Jos. That's on page 6 of the sad one on page 6 of the Vanguard.
That's a very sad one.
And on page 8, we have states, local governments want shares in NNPC. States, local governments want shares in NNPC. That's on page 8. On page 6, again, we have 9 family members killed, 7 injured in fresh Plateau attack. 9
Wow.
family members killed, 7 injured in fresh Plateau attack. That's on page 6. And lastly, on page 26 in the Vanguard, we have I am for secular government. Tinubu assures CAN. I am for secular government. Tinubu assures CAN on page 26 of the Vanguard. Okay, and that's the much we can take in the Vanguard for today. You want more details on the headlines that you just heard? Get a copy of the Vanguard for yourself. Jennifer,
All right, so
which of these headlines would you want to talk about or react to?
okay. I just I'm very excited though about so many of the things happening. But this one of late, this particular Soludo's case with Peter Obi, I don't see much of a big deal there.
Okay.
Anyways, I don't see much of a big deal there, but it's looking like an ethnic something, or let me say Igbo to Igbo. He came out, he said some things that he wished to say. That was on Thursday last week when he came out and he actually pointed out a fact that Peter Obi cannot be the president come 2023, and that so many of the things that Peter Obi did during his tenure in Anambra State, that so many of those things he mentioned that he has done are not actually of let me say of standard. But I loved what Peter Obi did. When Peter Obi came out, people were actually fighting for him. That's fighting for Obi, But everyone was shocked. Though I expected it because, there's something about this particular personality, this particular person, this Obi. He came out, he said, okay, I have done mine. You know, it's transitional. I've done mine. Now that you've come into power, try and do yours. It's a continuous something. And now that Ohanes and Igbo, they've come into it, I don't know what they're trying to do. Is it that they would want Soludo to leave the seat, or what? Is he going to apologize? What for? I think that, in my own very opinion, I think Soludo have said what he feels like to say. So it shouldn't be much of a big deal. It shouldn't be much of a big deal. So I don't actually know the angle that are coming from. Okay. It mustn't be that some people said Soludo and Peter will be actually from the same place. So in that case, I'm from the same place with you, so you should run the same race with me.
Okay.
So you think things are done that way? No, you're the one agreeing the program, but right, I don't think things are done that way.
Okay.
The man has his opinion. Everyone might not like a person. Yes, everyone might not like a person. So everyone has his or her own opinion. That's why we have rights. We have freedom. As a citizen of this country, I have my rights. I have my freedom. Freedom of speech. So now this man came out and said, this is what I feel. Peter Obi, Labour Party just came out which day. From what I'm seeing, PDP and APC has more chances of winning. I don't see Labour Party winning. I don't see my brother Obi winning. And, you know, the people in the Igbos have actually taken it.
You don't see Obi winning? Wow.
Not me, actually. That was what Soludo said. Okay. And that is why Ohanes and Igbo is coming out to say, Oga, why are you against your brother? It now seems like brother fighting brother. Okay.
So just before we drop this particular topic, let me ask a question. You know, before now, there's been this general notion that Igbos don't really like themselves. You know, just like the Yorubas love themselves and the Hausas, they support themselves whenever it's time for elections like this. You see them always fronting their brother and stuff like that, pushing their brother. Oh, okay, once they hear it from this particular, okay, so it's our brother, then they support him and stuff like that. But the same thing is not, you know, being said about the Igbos because it is being believed that Igbos don't really like themselves.
Really?
Based on what is happening now between Soludo and Peter Obi, can we say that this is true?
That I can just say that it's not yet a theory because Igbo is a fallacy. Igbos are in fact, Igbos are always everywhere.
Okay, it's not about being everywhere. It's about love, the love amongst them, the bonding. For
the fact that the governor of Anambra State right now, for the fact that Soludo came out and said, you, Peter Obi, I don't see you being the president come 2023. I cannot
that
say,
mean that,
that does not assert that
Igbos
don't love themselves. Yes, you might like me, but you might not like what I'm doing. Doesn't mean you don't like me.
Okay. I get you. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for your thoughts on that particular headline. Okay. Moving straight now to this day newspaper. Here we have some other interesting headlines here. This one says, Atiku at NGE Forum. Atiku at NGE Forum vows to continue Obasanjo's economic policies. Atiku at NGE Forum vows to continue Obasanjo's economic policies. Okay, and another interesting headline here says, Okowa, Nigeria's insecurity is result of widening poverty. Okowa, Nigeria's insecurity is result of widening poverty. That's on page 33 of this newspaper. And another headline here says, Tinubu, I can't Islamize Nigeria if I couldn't Islamize my home. Tinubu is saying, I can't Islamize Nigeria if I couldn't Islamize my home. Okay. Another headline here on this day says on page 5, report, average remuneration of Nigerian CEOs dropped to 332.49 million naira in 2021. Okay, that's on page 5. And last headline here on this day says, wants extension of deadline. Senate banks, I beg your pardon, Senate backs CBN, I beg your pardon, Senate backs CBN on Naira redesign after rowdy session. Senate backs CBN on Naira redesign after rowdy session. Wants extension of deadline to April 30 to allow lawmakers offload cash for election. Okay, that's the much we can take on this day, newspaper. Jennifer, which of the headlines interests you?
The Naira, so far so good. The Naira thing is actually becoming real. Yes, it's a thing that has come to stay. Though we've not really seen the face of the new Naira. Have you seen anyone?
I haven't.
Okay,
What
so
I've been seeing, like call them a cartoon or caricature notes. Yeah, but the actual note itself,
I haven't seen, but they've assured us that yes, so whatever they said is actually going to come to pass, or is actually true. Because when Buhari traveled, when he was in the UK, when he went to visit King Charles, he also affirmed, he said the redesigning of the Naira is true, So, when this initiative, when it came up, people were like,
Well, should that be a priority right now, Jennifer?
the redesigning of the Naira.
Naira?
I think we've
Should that be a priority right now for Nigeria?
to some extent it should.
Why?
Yes.
Nigeria has tons of problems, other bigger problems to look at.
Sometimes when we are trying to,
and for some reasons they feel like, okay, the Naira note is like one of the greatest problems I've ever, like, for real.
No, I don't think they place it as one of the major problems that we have in Nigeria, but at the same time, it's part of the problem. Like the CBN governor said, Emefiele, he said this the redesigning came up to curb this particular menace of fraud and kidnapping, and also so many people that are stacking this particular Naira in their houses, and also the I think some way somehow it's related to the dollar, the rapid increase of the dollar to the Naira.
Okay.
So right now the Senate are pleading, they're saying, please give us so time. The central governor has given till January 31st so that everyone can take his or her old basically the particular 3 Nairas, 200, 500 and 1,000 before January 31st. Everyone must have taken whatever they have to the bank. But these people are saying these people have come up to, so that means whatever the public was assuming, whatever assumption, there was a close fact behind it, that so many of the politicians have this money somewhere stacked, preparing for one thing or the other, especially for the oncoming 2023 election. Now they have come out to say, please give us some time. We've stacked this money so that we can make use of it for whatsoever we have planned for, especially for the elections. The election will come up before before May, everything will be rounded up. They said, give us this time, let us, and there was trouble everywhere, and still I think that will happen. They'll give ears to them, and before then, the Nigeria we are into, they will secure the new money.
Okay.
Some people even said that all right, since we are saying it's no longer like the question you asked me, that's when it surprises me. The government is no longer looking at the reason, the purpose that made them to come up with the redesigning of the Naira. The insecurity, one of the major purpose, one of the major reason, that's kidnapping, kidnappers mentioning huge amounts of money. Now they're looking at the money we've prepared against the election. If they redesign the Naira, won't there be circulation of money?
Okay.
There will still be money for election. So why are you pleading? And now there's another speculation that the kidnappers have they've designed another means. In fact, they've come up to say we no longer need Naira as our ransom. We'll be needing dollars.
Okay.
So whatever they're doing, I think that's being selfish. That is being selfish. Anyway, if it is best for them, it's also best for the public. I mean, the poor masses. It's also best for them because we were thinking about the flooded areas. How fast can people meet up with the deadline that CBN has given? So if there'll be an extension, it's not bad.
Okay.
An extension will be good. It'll be all right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll go on a quick break, and when we return, more headlines coming your way. Do stay tuned.
Now that you have registered for your PVC, it doesn't stop there. Ensure you pick up your PVC. Be alert. Join many Nigerians to vote credible leaders that will change the tide of this nation. Do not sell your vote. Remember, this is our future. Your vote is your voice.
This message is proudly brought to you by Thav Media Limited.
Still on the newspaper review here on TAP TV. You're welcome back from that short break. And taking you straight to our next and last paper for the day, which is the Daily Sun, where we have some other interesting headlines. On page 6 and 28, we have Atiku outlines 5 focus areas as Tinubu meets Khan. Atiku outlines 5 focus areas as Tinubu meets Khan. Okay, PDP candidate tells editors he will form government of national unity.
Very well, that's cool.
Already prepared framework for restructuring. I have never won't run my administration on religious bias, according to APC candidate. Okay, get all the details on that headline on page 6 and page 28. On page 27, we have I will leave a safer country next year. Buhari is saying, I will leave a safer country next year, according to Buhari. Approves 134.7 billion naira for military veterans. I will leave a safer country next year, Buhari is saying on page 27. Approves 134.7 billion naira for military veterans. Okay, on page 3 we have Tinubu Umahi, APC governors unveil Ebonyi Governors Lodge in Abuja. Tinubu Umahi, APC governors unveil Ebonyi Governors Lodge in Abuja. On page 27, we have we need united Nigeria. According to Wiki, we need united Nigeria. Insists PDP reconciliation will base on equity, fairness, and justice. That's on page 27 of Daily Sun. On page 4, we have gunmen kill 9 family members in Plateau Village. Government orders security to fish out perpetrators. Okay, I think we've already seen this particular headline in the previous papers, but in Daily Sun it's on page 4. And on page 6 we have drama as PDP members sweep venue of APC presidential campaign flag off in Jos. Drama as PDP members sweep venue of APC presidential campaign flag off in Jos. That's on page 6 of Daily Sun. On page 28 we have ASU. FG insists on no work, no pay rule. ASU, federal government insists on no work, no pay rule. That's on page 27. Page 28, I beg your pardon. And lastly, on page 27, we have Southern Middle Belt Forum knocks Soludo over attack on OB. Southern Middle Belt Forum knocks Soludo over attack on OB. That's on page 27 of the Daily Sun. Okay, that's the much you can take in Daily Sun for today. If you want more details on these headlines, get a copy of the papers for yourself. Jennifer, which of these headlines interests you enough?
Talking about interesting me, that particular one about my president promising us
a safer country next year.
Country.
Okay.
Yeah. That is one of the best headlines I've seen since this year. I don't know if I'll say since the past 4 years. Me coming to know that I'm going to experience a safe Nigeria?
Mm.
Is he in the year 2023? Because come 2023, he's not going to be there.
Okay.
So if
So you
President,
feel like these words, the words he said, aren't really true? Maybe he just said them for saying sake.
wherever this man got these words from, I think he should just go back and keep them there.
Okay.
Why hasn't he come up for the past year that has been insecurity, and insecurity
To
has
say
been
such.
going to rising to the climax?
So why must it be now that he
yeah,
wants to leave office?
yes,
Okay.
then why is he promised? Is it that he's carrying the safety, he's putting the safety in another man's hand? Is it that there's a particular place he has prepared the safety, he kept it there? I don't understand.
And it's almost like
I don't understand.
there's somebody telling him that
He's doing well.
he's doing well. Yes, I think that there was a
Wow.
time he came out and said that his government has done well.
Yes, that was about 2 months ago. He said he feels it's.
And I know a lot of Nigerians who would disagree to that statement.
I actually disagree to that statement. Is
Okay.
it the prices of food? Is it commodities?
The cost of living in the
The
country
cost of
has
living
seriously
is
gone
very
up.
high. Abi, is it the Japa concept where people are wanting to go abroad every now and then? What safety? Is it our road? The Nigerian road, we can no longer travel
He's promising
safely.
Okay.
Now you're promising a safer Nigeria.
And
Come next year.
9 family members have just been killed
Just like that.
in Plateau State. So I don't know when does he intend to implement this should I say
Safe Nigeria.
Yeah, safe Nigeria.
I want the safe Nigeria of today. I want you to come out and tell me, not coming out to tell me. I want to experience a situation whereby I want to do an interstate journey and I will no longer feel like there's something on the road.
There's somebody waiting for me somewhere.
There's somebody
To
waiting
ambush
for
me.
me somewhere. And
Yes.
you're telling me that the safety will come. Is he actually promising that there is going to be safety next year? We're talking about this year, today.
So you're saying all these are white elephant promises? Huh?
Thank you. There's this saying I already. This is just like wider sepulchres. You know, you paint the grave and you tell me the grave is beautiful. What is beautiful about a grave? When you know that there's something oozing there.
Okay.
I don't go with this. I
Okay.
don't go with this. But anyway, he is our president. He has promised us, and let us just keep our fingers crossed
Okay.
that
Okay.
come 2023 we'll experience better days.
All right, Jennifer. Just before I draw the curtain on the program for today, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the government of Buhari so far?
Oh my God, this is a tough one. Cyril, this is a tough one. Anyways, I want to be truthful here. Because I've come of age, at least I've come to the suffrage age, I'm more than 18. So I should say for myself, and I'm responsible to some people outside here, or even right here. On a scale of 1 to 10, oh my God, let's just leave it at 5.
5.
Yeah, let's leave it at 5.
Okay. So you're giving the government of Buhari an average score.
You know, leadership is not easy.
Okay.
Leadership is not easy.
Okay.
Especially when you're dealing with human beings.
Leadership is not easy. That's true. But then, as a president of a nation, you should be able to. There are some core aspects of a nation's economy that you should be able to handle.
That's why I'm giving him a 5.
You know, security, education, health.
Lives and properties.
You know, economy.
Let's give him a 5.
So I'll take your word for it. 5. Jennifer, thank you so much for making yourself available today. I really do appreciate.
Thanks.
And I want to say thank you to my wonderful viewers who have been watching. Thank you, because without you, we would not be here. But this is the end of the newspaper review for today, and I'm so excited to have been the one to bring you the headlines in the papers for today. Please keep it a date with us next time. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You like what you're seeing, please subscribe. You can check us out on YouTube, we are Tap TV. On Instagram, we are Tap TV_NG. On Facebook, we are Tap TV. And on Twitter, we are Tap TV. My name is Cyril Aloysius once again. And until I come your way again next time, I'm saying bye for now and enjoy the rest of your day.